40 million. 41.
They bid on it anyway, which once again is a pointless scene because Owen comes in to stop them. Again, you could have cut that and not miss shit.
Yeah, this movie's so long,
There's clearly blame on both sides for this. Some of you are mighty fine people. Of course, dumbass goes into the cage of, I guess the best thing to call it is Coke 3-osaurus. To what else? Get a tooth for his tooth collection.
Willie.
What follows is amazingly not the stupidest thing in the movie. She smiled at the camera! She goddamn smiled at the camera! It's official! We're in a Weird Al video!
What?
We are seconds away from this thing just straight up talking. I'm gonna get him, kids! What has one arm and is you? You!
Wow.
Made Jurassic World great again! Oh, but don't think on top of that you're not getting a wah-wah moment, too! We used to make real movies. We then get the dumbest, most pointless twist in all the film, and on top of that, it comes out of nowhere. The bad guys corner our heroes and, for no reason, just starts talking about this.
You have no idea what she is. Lockwood never had a grandchild. He just wanted his daughter back. He made her again.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Right? What the flying hell? She's a clone? What's the point of that? It doesn't connect to anything. And despite being, I guess, a few clues, nobody could have guessed this because it doesn't tie into any of the characters' motivations. Why even tell him that? Just shoot them and take her. In fact, why tell Maisie that? What did he think was honestly going to happen after he let her know? That's right, she's a clone. Now, Maisie, come here. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you were faced by that all, were you? Yeah, no, not at all. You want some ice cream? Want some ice cream? Yeah, I'll be nice. Yeah, you're a clone. Funny, right? Shoot them.
Oh my god.
Franklin
I
saves
knew it.
Zia from the evil Dr. Wu. God, that still sounds weird. And
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Soros tries to hunt down our heroes as the rest of the movie pretty much just turns into Yoshi's Mansion.
Yoshi's Mansion?
Boy, this weaponized killing machine is kind of a dumbass. She can't even find them when they're literally under her nose. And even when she does, she's so goddamn clumsy, you'd swear the Scream Killer gave her stalking lessons. Oh yeah, use your heightened sense of smell to completely miss that they were right in front of you. A door. Oh well, can't get beyond that. I guess she's the signs aliens. Even greater idea. Leave the two larger meals who are trapped behind and chase after the smaller morsel running away. Whoever won this thing is going to have some serious buyer's remorse. Claire's leg is busted up bad, so she urges Owen to go and save Maisie. Can't leave you here.
Force exhibition.
Remember I dumped you.
No.
That epic choir music comes back. Again, totally warranted for such a giant epic image like a raptor on the roof. Oh my god, it's finally happening! And we see the kid who figured out this giant evil conspiracy, thwarted the bad guys at every turn, and even managed to outsmart a prehistoric predator, is now hiding under the covers for safety. It's one of the bugs of cloning. They can find ingenious escape routes along dangerous ledges. But think bed sheets are indestructible bomb shelters. Honestly, it's almost as bad as our bug with cloning dinosaurs, where even when they find their prey, they just slowly wave their fingers in front of them rather than attack like every other instance. What I'm trying to say is science is stupid. But Owen comes in to shoot her, but it doesn't seem to work. So he, A, goes to protect the kid, B, runs out the door behind him, C, grabs the kid and takes her with him through the door behind him, or D, leans up against the wall like a 7-year-old who's dumb enough to hide under bed covers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm convinced this whole thing is a big-budget Johnny Karate episode. But Blue comes in to save the day, so now they can go out the door or the window. Yeah,
Willie.
Okay. It's not as safe as the bed sheets, but it'll have to do. Claire somehow climbs the windows as well, despite having a busted leg a second ago, and distracts the soon-to-be-forgotten source long enough for Owen's true love to take her down.
Ooh.
What's the matter? Feeling blue? Oh, you just got blued up! But it looks like a toxic gas is going to kill off what's left of the dinosaurs unless they free them with that giant red cartoony button.
Cartoon.
Wow, the designers really took opening a door very seriously. But they decide not to, as in one of the few adult moments of the movie, they realize their love for animals is not worth the countless loss of human life, the mixing of two worlds. Psych, the world is doomed!
Yep.
I had to.
Really?
So, just close the door. Oh, you only have a big red button to open the door, not a big red button to close the door. If only there was a big red button for the big red button. Who designed this? And what's her dumbass reason for dooming mankind?
Their life. Like we.
Really?
They're, about to kill a lot of little kids like you, too. Dumbass? So it's Dino Spring Break as they're all set loose and the bad guy gets his comeuppance from what used to be the coolest character in the movies, but now just feels like Porky Pig ending a Looney Tunes short.
Yeah, that pretty much explains. Yeah.
And it looks like Blue has to part ways too.
Again.
Tell that crazy kid thanks. Whenever I eat a buffet of Girl Scouts, I'll always think of her. So yeah, this movie ends with dinosaurs getting ready to eat up mankind. Would have kind of been cool if this was the movie. It's almost as confusing as where the hell did this one come from? Was she captured in a sea tank that also opened up with the door?
Yeah.
Or did she literally swim all the friggin' way to a California beach? And what's even more confusing is apparently we're supposed to have sympathy for our adorable angel of death. But all I can think about is Malcolm McDowell describing Michael Myers.
Yeah.
These are the eyes of a psychopath.
But in the end, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom pulls it all together because of this incredibly spelled out lesson.
Their life. Like we.
Which goes against this incredibly spelled out lesson.
These creatures were here before us, and if we're not careful, they're going to be here after.
Which doesn't really match up with this incredibly spelled out lesson.
Really?
These creatures don't need our protection. They need our absence.
But at least we can all agree.
But soon they're going to have to watch them go extinct. Or not. If people like you make a difference.
It's like when we have a lot of messages that say opposite things were incredibly complex.
Wow.
Or really transparent, we couldn't decide on what message we wanted.
Yeah. This movie's bad.
This movie's awful!
Which explains.
I'll give credit that the effects are pretty good, much better than some of the previous ones. I'll also give credit that it is kind of a so bad it's good kind of flick.
Obviously.
I mean, they just constantly throw stupid shit after stupid shit at you. It's relentless in the amount of dumb it spits in your face. But that's not what people wanted. They wanted a real Jurassic Park film. One that's fun, but also made some semblance of sense and gave us something new and different. Instead, we pretty much got the worst of all the other Jurassic Park movies. All the weaknesses, none of the strengths, everything that didn't work in those past films is showcased in this one. It's stupid, it's corny, it's pretentious, and it's preachy. Even though half of the time it doesn't know what it's preachy about. I don't care if it made money. To me, this is a Jurassic flop. Now with the next Jurassic Park sequel,
Oh, just lying.
everything is correctable. John, box office is a matter of sheer will.
Well, it's still a flea circus. It's all an illusion.
When we have a better script.
You never had a script. That's the illusion.
Yeah.
We were overwhelmed by the first film, but now all that matters is not having another alien covenant.
Welcome
Wow.
to Jurassic Covenant.
Oh my
The
god.
sound of that. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I'll see you at Jurassic World: The Legend of Curly's Gold.
Which is probably gonna be the final movie after Fallen Kingdom. Oh my god. So that was his review of Jurassic World. Again, I'm gonna look at the trailer at the end, which is probably gonna be shorts. And I'm gonna get my thoughts on not only the movie but also the review. Is there gonna be a chair shout out? Is it? Oh, it's about to.
Look at you now, you're saving the world.
Okay, here's the charity shout out. I have enough time.
Hey guys, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out, and this week we are doing Homes for Our Troops. Homes for Our Troops is a privately funded, non-profit organization. They build and donate specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans. This is done to enable them to rebuild their lives. Most of these veterans have sustained injuries including multiple limb amputations, partial or full paralysis, and or severe traumatic brain injury. These homes restore some of the freedom and independence our veterans sacrifice while defending our country, and enable them to focus on their family, recovery, and rebuilding their lives. This organization builds these homes where the veteran chooses to live, and continues its relationship with them after home delivery to assist with rebuilding their lives. If you look at their site and their YouTube channel, you can not only see the great people who served our country, but also the great people making sure they get all the love and support they deserve. Click on the link and discover how you can show your gratitude to so many brave soldiers.
Interesting. And really proves that everyone can make a difference, obviously. Do the charity thing and stuff. Anyway, that was the Nostalgia Critics' Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and, well, it's pretty much obvious that he completely made a complete review with that wasn't part of his actors, because unlike in his Jurassic World review where it's fun to mess around and doing it while the movie was still in theaters, this, on the other hand, I think it really deserves to be reviewed from the movie itself. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is one of the worst out of the movies. In fact, I just watch all the movies because I enjoy them, despite they're completely stupid. I can at least understand why people have mixed feelings about this movie. I mean, people usually expect the fact that it wants to see dinosaurs go into the human world in North America and cause a lot of havoc, like the T-Rex did in Lost World. But apparently, we only see them gain on the island, and that's it. That's basically what I think that's what the movie's intention is to have the dinosaurs go to the island, go to America, and then the last movie, I think, will have some kind of a final chapter to it. But by looking at what's going to happen in the next movie, I highly doubt that there's ever going to be another sequel trilogy, because, in my opinion, the Jurassic series isn't really doing much of anyone anymore. I mean, it may be a summer blockbuster hit, but after it's done in theaters, it's just what it is. I am still gonna get the movie when it comes out on Christmas. That's still something. I might watch it once in a while if I have the time and interest. In the review itself, Nostalgia Critic did put up a lot of good details on how the movie does a lot of stupid mistakes. I mean, he even says that this movie is worse than the Thor movie. Well, I will say that this movie kind of advanced the story from the last movie. That's pretty much the only accomplishment that this movie has done. Well, other than the CGI, which is actually kind of cool. So, for a pretty good review, Nostalgia Critic, I might react to your other future reviews, but not all of them, if I'm really interested, that is. And of course, next week, I'm going to be reacting to Christian Miracle's Everything Wrong with Crown Jewel into 8 parts due to his 4-part thing. I still have that hard to believe, considering the fact that that show is 4 hours long. But then again, his big 4 pay-per-view sins are 2 parts. So anyway, that's all I have to say. If you're interested into watching the movie, go right ahead, unless if you already have. But don't expect it to be as better than Jurassic World. I'm Lonely Fanboy 40 here. I'll see you tomorrow when I talk about the bowling community's future.